we will also be getting some thimble reeds, which will help us out long term. And well, these require plastics. Plastics are hard to get. Needs plastics. I'm gonna take improved plumbing, because once we do get to a cold one, we want to be able to make insulated pipes. Because we're going to be doing a lot of work in a cold biome once we actually get there. We're going to want to have our oxygen generated there, probably. We don't have to have our oxygen generated. What do you do with carbon dioxide when the pressure is high? Sometimes I'll throw up a algae terrarium. If it's really, really bad, I'll toss a carbon skimmer down there. Otherwise, I mean, sometimes the option is, if you can find an area where gas is at minimal, you can just start creating an air pump and moving it around. There are times when I will lock in my farm. If I made a bigger base, if I was trying to use more people, I would probably have 2 full layers of farm, and I would probably lock it in with manual airlocks and probably pump a bunch of carbon dioxide into that area, because they'll grow just fine with carbon dioxide, and then you can keep it mainly locked in the farm area, which is frustrating for your people as they have to go farm it, but it means that you can get rid of a lot of the carbon dioxide, or at least put it in an area where it's less has less of an impact. The other thing late game is you can oftentimes just start trying to pump your carbon dioxide down into the area with the little blobby guys. I don't remember what they're called. I think they're called like slimesters, because they eat carbon dioxide and produce what is it? Petroleum? Not petroleum. They produce whatever the basic material is that gets turned into petroleum. And so that's, if you can get carbon dioxide down to them, they'll eat it over time and turn it into gasoline or whatever it is. Not gasoline. What? I can't, for some reason my mind is, I just can't even think of it. Crude oil. It's crude oil is the thing that they produce. So down here we made this algae terrarium just to try to keep this place going. We can now kind of deconstruct this. We don't need it anymore. We could make one down here, but I'm actually, I'm okay with this carbon dioxide that exists in here and here right now. I'm not worried about it. We had some stuff happen up here. Oh, because you guys are digging up. Ay, caramba! Hello, little morb. You're making polluted oxygen. What do you actually do? Morbs are attracted to decomposing corpses and frequently excrete bursts of polluted oxygen. Hello, ID Crisis. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. We got fridges. Oh yeah, we did get fridges. What do we want to research next? I think distillation or temperature modulation are going to be the next useful thing. Eventually we'll click to go to environment protection and then just click to go to smelting. But I think I'll pick up distillation first. Really, no cold biomes nearby. Like, this is the longest and furthest I've had to search to find cold biomes. And maybe I just got unlucky and just chose to search in the wrong direction. There might be one that's actually relatively close, and I just my little vision tendrils that I'm making out here didn't get to it. So oxygen that's here has some slime lung. But up here it's fine, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Battery at 10%, says Music Kit. Our batteries are frequently low. And that's why our dudes have to be running constantly. Or are you talking about your laptop battery? You running out of juice at home? Let's prioritize this at a 6. I would like to get down here and check this out. See what's up. If your battery is at 10%, Music Kit, you need to find that charger. Plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Alright, maybe I just start going down. I have a, like, going down in this case, I feel like isn't going to lead me to... Holy crap, that's a lot of polluted oxygen. 14 kilograms per block here. As soon as I open this up, it's just going to explode with polluted oxygen. Which might be useful if I like layer a bunch of deodorizers here to try to contain it. That's a lot of oxygen. Your computer's at 10%. Gotcha. You should deal with that. Wife is using the outlet for power. This is a conundrum. You're a grown man, though. I'm sure you can figure something out. When am I prioritizing my, So I got that one at a 7. This one's a 7. 7. 7. Okay. I just want to make sure those things are prioritized, because getting slime lung, because I'm not going through that, is, Can you get polluted water to be good water in this game yet? I can build a water sieve. So you can take a water sieve and turn polluted water into regular water and polluted dirt. I have no need for it yet. But yeah, it is possible. Via the water sieve that I have. Bobbles22 is now following. Well, thank you for the follow, my friend. How hot is it up here? It's too hot to be going in that direction. Let's try going up here. I keep going in directions and hoping to find I'm hoping to find cold. I really want to find a cold area. I need it. Deep down in my plums. Why do you need ice? It's not that I need the ice, it's that I want to use it as the foundation for my coal plant and my coal plant and the refiner, what is it called? I want it for a metal refinery and coal plants and batteries and stuff like that. What about the germs? Can they be removed from water, says ID Crisis? That's trickier, but they can be. I think there's multiple ways, but the common way would be to heat the water up a lot. Basically, if you get the water hot enough, I don't know if it has to boil or whatever, but if you get the water hot enough, you can kill germs in water. Germs in water also, I think, kind of reduce over time. Maybe, I don't know. I have a little bit of germs over here. Small amount. But I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, you can remove it, but it takes stuff like under the water tree, there's liquid tepidizer, which warms large bodies of liquid. That thing can help you eliminate it. But that thing's super costly as far as energy is concerned. In general, you want to just try to make sure you don't get germs in your water you need for making food. That's the best approach, really. But if you do mess it up, there are ways to fix it. Will we ever find the cold biome? I don't know. I'm not feeling confident about it at this point. Brayless said ice on the top left. Oh! He's so right! I didn't have this mode open. That's amazing. ID Crisis just got the game. It's a great game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's really one of my favorite pickups that I've had in a while. Out of all the recent games I had, this is one of the most fun as far as I'm concerned. This is amazing though, guys. I've been complaining about this and I was almost about to give up on finding one. But we found a cold biome. And I almost didn't even notice it. I needed Raelis's watchful eyes to point out that there is a cold biome over here. All right, let's we're going to be over here a lot, so let's dump some more. I don't know how often you need to dump these things to protect yourself, but I'm going to go a little heavy-handed over here. All right, Music Kit. Thanks for tuning in, man. Go charge your laptop. I'll see you later. So we're putting these right now with a 5-space gap for some reason. And I'll just do that for consistency's sake. And let's prioritize these pretty high because we're going to be in here a lot with our dudes. And I just want to make sure that this area is more safe for them from the slime lung. While you're going through here, because if anybody gets slime lung, it's really going to be a setback for us. And so these things are going to be putting in work. I hope it works out for us. ID Crisis is now following. Hey, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Oh, it was a black screen for a second. That was weird. Appreciate the follow. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay. Deodorizers. Save my people from the slime lung. Food shortage. How bad is it? Oh, we're fine. These things are getting very close to being ready for harvest. Okay, so let's also put a let's put a couple on the way down here. You can't be too careful when it comes to slime lung at this point. I don't think so. Food shortage, that's fine. So I'm just going to be a little overly aggressive with these deodorizers. Let's prioritize this at a 7. I just want to catch anything that comes through here. This may be overkill. Not going to lie, like this little setup right here might be overkill. But I don't really know, and I'm just going to go a little aggressive with it. Because getting slime lung would really put a damper on our progress. Okay, so we're getting into that cold biome. Let's just keep going left here. Can I use polluted water in oxygen maker thing? I think it might damage the equipment. I've never tried it myself. You're talking about using polluted water in the electrolyzer. You might be able to, but it might produce polluted oxygen. It's either going to complain and get hurt, or it's going to produce polluted oxygen. The way most pieces of machinery in the game work, though, is if you supply it with the wrong thing, it will slowly damage it over time or quickly damage it over time. And so you'll get feedback pretty quick if you did the wrong thing. But either way, I think you're going to end up either with a damaged machine or polluted water. I mean polluted oxygen. So I'm super thrilled about finding this cold biome. Look at how cold it is, guys. It's so cold. And we're gonna use the crap out of that coldness. I'm gonna put a cold generator down. I'm gonna put 3 cold generators down for now. And I'm going to have some batteries with it. I guess I don't need to pause it right now. There's really no reason. Wait, let's just put them in line. There's no reason to do it the way I was doing it there. I don't know how many. I'll probably just do like 6 batteries. With cold generators, since they do bursts of power, basically. Alright, thanks for stopping by, ID Crisis. I hope to see you next time. I'm going to do it something like this. Food shortage. And now, okay, let's do heavy wires. Let's make them out of iron. We're going to need to connect all of those. And eventually we're going to bring our power all the way over here. We're going to bring it into our base like this. And we're going to start replacing some of our hamster wheel stuff with stuff generated by a less duplicant intensive piece of machinery. How's our coal amount look right now, actually? Consumable ore. We got 57 tons. That's not bad. And so we'll be generating stuff here where it's nice and cold. We'll also set up our oxygen generation up here. which, let's see. Let's make it right above the coal. We're going to want, let's see. We're going to need 2 transformers, probably. You might be able to get away with 1 transformer, but I'm going to assume that I need 2 here. And we'll put a ladder here. We need platforms for that transformer. We're gonna build fire pole and main stairs. That's a good idea. It would help people go down here faster. Golden fire. Yeah, that just speeds up the whole... If you're coming back from the cold biome, or if you're coming through here and you're going down here, it's just going to make things go a lot faster. We can build one on the other side. Starting from maybe here. These things cost a lot of metal, but can be pretty beneficial for saving time. How's our food shortage looking? This one might be worse, so let's make a couple mush bars just to be careful. Be careful with it. Okay, so with this, let's see, how big does this thing need to be? I can't really remember. I'll just have to lay it out. We'll take electrolyzers. We're gonna make like 4 electrolyzers. Okay, that's still fully contained in the cold area. And it'll be this big. And so we'll need to rip this out to get in there. We need this ripped out. And then we need like 3 gas pumps. 3 is a little too much. But 2 isn't enough, I don't think. This is kind of the way this goes. So I'm going to end up building this. I'm going to clean it out, like dig it out. And we'll wire up the bottom one here to these. We'll wire up this here. This is going to just be our oxygen generation for the base. Or at least supplemental oxygen. This is going to be most of where we can, like, definitely lower the priority of those once this is in place. So this is a big step for our base. I mean, another big step is I want to finish this first, but then we can go, once we get that operational, then we can focus on our long-term power generation, which is going to happen down here in our polluted water area. So let's see. Let's make sure that this is prioritized higher than other things. We need a ladder to get up here. Let's see. Clear this out. Prioritize this all. Yeah, just try to clear this area out for us. Get this set up. It's gonna take us a little bit, but it will be well worth it. And one thing we can do is shuffle our coal up here. We could just put a few coal storage compactors right there. And then tell the other guys not to store coal. So let's see here. Oh, we want you guys to store seeds. Yeah, that's fine. Copy setting. Wait, we wanted to get rid of the coal. That's under consumable ore. Okay, so now copy settings, apply that to all of these. Coal's gonna fall on the ground if it was stored in there. And we're gonna get people to bring the coal up here over time. And that's just gonna save us time because we want the coal. The coal's gonna be used at these coal generators, so we might as well have all the coal dumped up there. For convenience sake. And now, so we've got these things, they're wired up over there. We need heavy watt wire to connect up through this. So that connects to those transformers. The transformers are going to feed the electrolyzers and gas pumps. We do need a filter. We're going to need a natural gas, not natural gas, we need a hydrogen generator to be down here. Does hydrogen generator... Hold on. Does a hydrogen generator drop... Turns hydrogen gas into electrical power. So I'm going to look this up real quick. Because for some reason I think that it also just drops... that it drops something on the ground as well, like dirty water or something like that. But if it doesn't, then I don't need to worry about it. No, it doesn't say anything about it, so it's just fine. So we'll drop it right here. Power, heavy watt wire, this will go in there. And then, so what needs to happen is we need to create a couple gas filters probably. Or we can try one and see how it works out. Where, let's see, is that going to be fine? Let's toss it like here. And I do things a little weirdly with the gas pumps because I have problems with these things sometimes getting stuck, so I like to toss bridges when I'm combining pipes together. And this I think is unnecessary actually. This is just me being pedantic, but it is what it is. That's how I do it. Actually, we don't even want to do this yet because we want to get this thing set up as a vacuum. So let me cancel this. So what I mean by that is we want to take the ventilation and we just want to dump once we get this thing, we want to seal it up and we just want to dump the contents out into this. So I'm just going to use 2 pumps to do it probably. So what you're going to see is just gas being ventilated from this room. We're going to turn it into a vacuum. And once it's a vacuum, that means that the only things that are going to be produced in there are oxygen and hydrogen. So this room is going to only have oxygen and hydrogen. And that means we can get away with only having a single filter. If I didn't do this, I would have to run 2 filters. Because you'd have to make sure that one filter brought oxygen into your base, one filter brought hydrogen into your generator, and then the other filter, the resulting thing from that just dumped out wherever.